It is for after, so we will officially call this started. Hello, folks, and welcome to another Kubernetes SIG Security. We have a very familiar group of folks here today, but as we do, we will introduce ourselves for the benefit of video and also just because that is an important part of how we do. I'm Tabitha Sable. I'm one of the co-chairs, she or they, and I'm really glad that I get to be here and help us make this space for each other.
My name is Ray Alejano. I'm one of the sub-project leads. I lead the external audit sub-projects. I'm also a SIGDocs co-chair as well.
Hi, my name is Chad.
Oh, sorry. Carry on.
Hi, my name is Chad. Pronouns are he, him. I am a platform engineer at Civo and happy to be here. Thanks.
Hello, I'm Rory. I help out in some places. My pronouns are he, him, and I do security stuff at Datadog.
Hey everyone, I'm Ian. I'm Agent of Chaos, Principal Consultant at Control Plane, generally hacking something or other.
Hi, I'm Anshuman from Sunnyvale, Bay Area, working with Clover Networks. Happy to be here.
Always great to have you around. All right. Well, while we were getting ready and coming up to quorum, I failed to ask for a note taker, so I will do so now. Can someone please volunteer to take the notes for the meeting today?
I can do today.
Thank you so much, Rory. So, first thing that we have on the list here is status updates from sub-projects. Ray, do you want to hit us with that audit news?
Yep. So just a brief one-liner for folks who are not familiar with the sub-project. The external audit sub-projects helps run third-party security audits. And we have one ongoing or upcoming. And so we sent an email out to the chairs and tech leads email group, which is leads at kubernetes.io, saying the fact that we are having an audit come up, and we also use the email as well to request folks who want to opt in or to suggest areas or components to be part of the audit or for future audits. So that's using an issue template to add things to our audit roadmap. And we also finalized some dates as well. We asked folks to make any requests for the coming audit by August 30th. Also set a dates of September 12th to finalize the scope in the RFP. The whole goal is to get the audit done by end of this year. So those are the dates that was so mid-September was deemed the date necessary to finalize the scope. And out of that, we had a sub-project meeting yesterday as well, and just to maximize the audit, to maximize the budget for the audit. We also are looking to just also adding any new enhancements or features that have been added in G8 since the last audit, since 124. Also, maybe things are approaching G8 or things are in beta as well that might be of interest to be added in scope of this audit. Do you have a question? One of my action items from last meeting was to ping the SRE for liaison. I thought there was a Slack channel for the public to ping the SRC, but I couldn't find it.
Yeah, there is not a public SRC Slack channel. I promised to bring this up with the SRC meeting, and our meeting went over time, and I forgot to do so. So I'm actually going to go bring it up in the private SRC back channel right now while our discussions here are happening.
All right. And that's it from that's it for the audit, external audit subproject.
Any thoughts, questions, discussion topics related to third-party audit?
I guess casting this out just to make the homework that Ray set us easier, just in case anyone in this group knows. Has anyone been maintaining a list of the features that have been coming out rather than going through all of the change logs? Because I suspect what we're going to end up doing is trolling through change logs for new features since 1.2.4. But if anyone happens to have a list of those handy, that would be amazing.
There is one way of doing it, which is that certain companies, I've done it a couple of times, and other people do it as well, do a blog post. So you'll find
Yeah,
blog
I was
posts.
thinking of your blogs.
That was I've done some. I haven't done the last couple, but there's some there, and so that's one option is to those blogs. But I don't know if the other thing we might want to do is just like put a HackMD somewhere so we're not finding the same features.
Caps.
Yeah.
Caps. Look at the change log on K enhance. Like look at the Git history on K enhancement.
Yeah. Okay, I generally read the project board these days as the best place to start. Because that generally has all the stuff that's going on in a given release. That's typically my approach, just troll the project board per release.
I think that's a good approach. Yeah.
Can you drop a link to that into the notes, please?
Let me go find.
I think I found the one for 1.3.1. It looks like there's a board for each of the releases.
Yeah, that's why I typically end up reading those. I gotta go find where I put my notes though. Too many notes.
Put the link for 1.3.1 in the meeting agenda. They're all under Kubernetes /projects, so you can find it.
Awesome, thank you.
I don't see the older ones, but I know the project board is kind of a new.
So according to the README, there's a spreadsheet for anything prior to 1.26.
Yep.
Which I've just put a link to in the meeting chat.
I think that's some other project boards.
Cool. That's a place to start, at least for us going through everything. Oh. It looks more readable than change logs.
Yes.
Yeah, it
absolutely.
is.
And I know where to find the spreadsheets as well. So I'll put those links.
I have asked the rest of the SRC if any of the members would like to volunteer to be point person for the upcoming third-party audit.
Thank you so much.
All right. Any other thoughts, questions, discussion topics related to third-party audit? Right. Next thing on the list is SIG Security docs. Anshuman, it looks like you are pasting some links into the notes at this moment. Would you like to share anything about what is going on with docs lately?
Sure. So, folks who are not aware of SIG Security Docs, SIG Security Docs is a sub-project of SIG Security, which helps create content for improving and hardening securities for Kubernetes for its users and administrators. Uh, uh, and yeah, I don't know if I'm missing anything there. As a part, we have a few things ongoing. There are a couple of PRs that need reviews. I posted them uh, in the notes. There is one for hardening a scheduler security and one for applications checklist for like security application checklist for developers. Once they're reviewed, we can get them merged in. So there's that. One other, I don't remember if I gave this update in the last meeting, but I created another issue that I have to cross post in or add. Yeah, I had to have that question. I have created an issue in SIG Security, and I want to move that to K website. Do I have to copy the issue and recreate it in K website and close it in SIG Security, or can I just move an issue from one place to the other? Does anybody have permissions to do that here? Share that issue as well.
I am not aware of a way to do that, but I am trying to hang on a moment in case someone else does. Generally, when I have those situations, I will make a new issue in the target place with a summary of what previous discussion in the previous issue had been, and then have a link to the previous issue in that description. So like, issue being created to move discussion from whatever, this is the current state of things. What do we need to say now in the new one? I don't know if that's the most ideal way, but that is the way that that's the way that I have done it in the past.
I'll say
I'll
plus
do
one
that.
to that.
can
I
do
just
that.
checked on K website. I have elevated privileges on K website, and I can't move issues between other places.
Okay, so I'll just move this issue, like create a new issue there and reference. There's no discussions here, so it's very easy.
Oh,
to
so there's really nothing. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's all I have.
Cool. Thank you. I've had a bit of a look at the updates to the scheduler hardening guide. They look good. I think, are a couple of comments that I will be making on there, and also encourage other folks to have a look at it as well. Any further thoughts, questions, discussion topics related to SIG Security Docs? All right. Would anyone like to read out on behalf of what is happening in tooling? Okay. I will speak on behalf of tooling to the best of my ability. So SIG Security Tooling is a sub-project that works to help Kubernetes be more secure by building and maintaining code in collaboration with other SIGs. We meet every other week on Mondays at 9 a.m. Pacific, and generally alternate between working sessions where folks hang out on the call and discuss whatever the current things that they are working on are, and learning sessions where someone from the community shares information about some security tooling that is relevant to the community interest. There is a lull in activity in SIG Security tooling at the moment, and so I have been leading those meetings when they occur, but at the moment there is slow progress on the official CVE feed, making the improvements that are planned for that before it is declared GA, and just kind of turning the crank on that in a gentle sort of way. So any questions, thoughts, discussion topics related to tooling, or can bring them to the SIG Security tooling channel on Kubernetes Slack. SIG Security self-assessments, I will report on there briefly. SIG Security self-assessments is lightweight self-threat modeling program within Kubernetes to help the folks maintaining subprojects within Kubernetes to evaluate the security posture of the things that they maintain and improve them together. The SIG Security self-assessment subproject is currently undergoing a transformation, with the current lead needing to step back and new leadership getting onboarded. So there are a couple of folks who have expressed some interest there, and if anyone else would like to get involved, please send a DM to Ala Duber in Kubernetes Slack, or to the channel SIG Security Assessments on Kubernetes Slack. At the moment, that is the status there, is working on getting leadership updated. Any thoughts, questions, or discussion topics related to either tooling or assessments? I will say particularly, Chad, appreciate your patience with the process there. So, discussion topics, as we have been mentioning for a while, the effort to find a new time slot has succeeded, and so we will be moving the meeting to 11 a.m. U.S. Eastern, 8 a.m. U.S. Pacific, 5 p.m. Central European, like Paris time, on Fridays. Oh, I was typing it and I... There we go. Apologies for having typed part but not all of the message into the meeting notes previously. There was not an intent to make it a matter of suspense, but anyway, new meeting time, 11 a.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central Europe on Fridays. This will be announced on the mailing list, in the Slack channel, the Google Calendar and Slack, the Google Calendar and Zoom calendars will be updated, but this is the first announcement of that. So thank you all so much to everybody who replied on the doodle polls and for sticking with us while we found a new time slot.
Can we do one of those magic links that shows you exactly what the time zone is in your given time zone at any given time? Because I am terrible at time zones for some reason.
Yeah.
I was trying to find out which SIG it is that has one on the README. But
Oh, okay.
the timezoneconverter.com is what SIG docs use.
I use mytime.io, which is nice as well.
I'm not particular. I just think it would be great to have something that goes like, click here to see what the actual time it is. Sorry, I know we've got the Google Calendar as well. I was just curious.
Sure, but it would be a nice thing to have, I agree. To have a click on this link, see if it's helpful. It's the one that I already had open when I was making sure that I got it correct when I announced what it was in Europe, because I am not used to doing those conversions in my head as often as the ones within the US. Oh.
Happy days.
Let's see, maybe. Oh, here we go. And we'll pick up. Ooh. Ooh, I like the simplicity of that one.
Yeah, I think the mic
Yeah.
is, I think it's Pushkar that showed me this thing. It's really nice.
Yeah, it really is.
Like I put Pacific time, but we can put any. Usually I put like UTC or something.
I like to put UTC because then it is at least a reference to an ISO standard.
I think it will be like three.
Yeah, I think 3 p.m. Yeah, I think
4 p.m. or 3.
so.
I don't even know.
Let's see. Yeah. 3 p.m. UTC. I love how UTC, the order of the letters is not the order that the words are in French or in English.
I read somewhere that was just to stop either company feeling like they'd won that argument. They just went, fine, we won't match anyone's.
I like that. I like that. I
Seems
have
suitably petty.
well, kind of clever too, because if you have a choice where it doesn't actually matter, but there is the potential for one side or the other to be petty, just like, sure, this is the one that privileges no one. All right. So, new time slot. I will update all of the calendars and things soon. We have now reached the end of what we had on the list. While we are here, is there anything that anyone would like to share with the group?
I was wondering if we would be able to get recordings of the meetings posted to YouTube.
Yeah, there had been a large backlog which has been cleared. So I think that currently we are caught up to, as of maybe 3 weeks ago, something like that.
Nice.
And so, yeah, those get processed manually by the chairs, and there is automation now that's better than it was, but still not quite certain whether we feel comfortable with this particular meeting automatically going to YouTube because of the possibility of folks bringing things to the public meeting that might have been better taken to a private location. And so not totally committed to adopting the automation yet, but considering it. But yes, meeting recordings to be posted on YouTube.
Thank you.
If there are particular ones of concern, please shoot me a DM just in order to help me to be able to prioritize those if there are ones that are special. Well then, last call. Like a Go program that has fallen off the end of its main function, we are about to return. Is there an add exit handler registered, or are we going to return? All right. it appears that we have accomplished what we came together to do. So thank you all very much for that. It is fabulous to see everyone. And I will look forward to seeing folks on a Friday next time, because this will be our last Thursday meeting. So see everyone in the new SIG Security time on the same SIG Security channel SIG Security on Kubernetes Slack. Bye, friends.
Thanks. Bye.